Previously on High Scores, High Stakes.
Record right now, boys, and changing the rules. If you are unfortunate enough to get picked out for a revenge chip, you're basically playing to keep your points. If you are the one who challenges the other player, if you win your challenge, you get the points and you keep your chip so you can play it again in the future. If you call someone out and lose your challenge, then your revenge chip's gone. The challenge game this week is, of course, Surgeon Simulator.
My tactic was just finish it, because just getting to the finish line was hard enough.
Mr. Lova shared an image of himself deleting the game. He was that confident about his submission.
This is bad. You actually have to disconnect the heart, you just can't rip it out like a Mortal Kombat movie. Yeah, I thought the amount of blood he has here was enough to get me the 3 points, but how come I had to put my hand in searching for it and you just drop it in as soon as it goes through the cavity? It's like, game over, well done, GG's.
What has threw me there is the heart is resting on top of the rib cage. It's not actually
Exactly, it's not even in the cavity.
It's not even
You know
in
what?
the chest.
Hacks.
No, here now, steady on.
You're
Straight
just
out.
battering this guy.
Okay,
Are you sure you want this guy to live? You're just going to town in his chest there.
Holy
With a
smokes.
scalpel, look at the blood.
Is this the run I submitted?
I mean, it's the run you've submitted now.
There's no turning back.
The leaderboard now looks like this. Propping up the bottom, Sherry, 2 weeks,
you.
0 points. In third place with 5 points is Cardinal Smith. Tom, who's currently second, with 6 points. I'm top with 7.
Sherry's redemption tour starts next week.
Now, on to this week's episode.
Hi everyone, and welcome to episode 3 of High Scores, High Stakes, the podcast that 360 no-scopes your Monday blues. I'm your host, Mr. Lova, and with me, as always, are my co-hosts.
Hey, Cardinal Smith, hello. Here to wreck you this week. Looking forward to it.
And hopefully getting points and on a game that I actually probably am pretty good at. It's me, Mr. John Sherry.
It's Tomahawk here. I am chasing top spot. I am coming for Mr. Lova, even if he doesn't want me there.
And I can assure you that I do not.
What does that mean?
I don't want to ever find out. I'm worried.
Who really knows?
Tune in later to find out.
Episode 2, I think, is fair to say, was a bit of an eye-opener for us all, lads. Can we agree with that one?
Disaster.
Yeah, disaster would be the right word, I think.
Yeah. Obviously, you guys out there listening won't actually have seen anything that went on behind the scenes. We'll draw the curtain back at some stage. Not today. All we can say is that there was technical issues, there was PC deaths, there was PS4 deaths.
There was life issues, illnesses, delays in everything.
It was
ridiculous.
It was wild. The very fact that episode 2 is out there in whatever shape it made it out in, I'm sure it's not a good shape, but it's out there. It's a walking
shape.
corpse. It's a Frankenstein podcast.
It's very much an episode. It's there. We're accepting it for what it is, and we love it for what it is.
That's it. But we'll never ever talk about it again. So, what exactly is High Scores, High Stakes?
What is it?
Basically, what it is 4 mates, 4 PlayStations, and a hell of a lot of gaming challenges. We will face off against one another, and every week there'll be points awarded to first, second, and third place. 3 points for first, 2 points for second, 1 point for third, and 0 points
John
for fourth.
Sherry.
Currently, only one person has been awarded the dreaded 0 points, and it's our strong rock and our solid foundation of the podcast. The man who's in it for the glory of the podcast, not his own personal glory, Mr. John Sherry.
I mean, it's impressive to say we've had 9 points up for grabs so far,
12.
and he's got 0 of them.
I don't want them. I don't want
12 including this tonight. Yeah.
Yeah, 12 points including tonight. Currently, yeah, of the 9 available, Sherry is sitting on 0. It's relegation form, and I think maybe what we should do is put the question out there: is should the person who finishes bottom get relegated to some lesser podcast, and we can draft in someone of a higher quality of gameplay? That's a nice one, isn't it?
Low scores, no stakes.
And ring Sony and get them to revoke your PlayStation Pass, and they come to your house and take it off you. There's loads and loads of options here. But anyway, yes. So basically what it is 4 guys playing PlayStation games. And speaking of playing PlayStation games, what have you been playing this week, folks?
Well, I'll tell you, I've been playing Civ 5. Why? Why Civ 5? Because I was playing Civ 6 too. But it turns out I hate religious play. There's like Civ 6 has a whole religious gameplay thing in it, and I hate it. And you can only fight with religious things if you make So I went and played Civ 5, and it turns out it's not. I don't know. It's not what I'm wanting to play. So I've already parked that and moving on.
I mean,
I haven't finished Jedi Survivor, Fallen Order.
I mean,
I'll go back.
You're aware in Civilization 6 you can turn off the faith gameplay.
You can turn it off as a victory option, but it still happens.
Yeah, true, true.
Like all the religions are coming for your bomb.
Yeah, and you can do nothing to stop it other than convert them.
You either convert and then get wars declared on you based on your conversion, or you just do the warring.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. The faith thing in Civ 6 maybe put it down to it just every game just goes the same way. The computer just absolutely pile drives you into religious submission.
I tell you what, though, I have no idea what he's talking about. I've never heard of this game in my life.
Actually,
like not
Civilization.
Joking, I'd never heard of Civilization.
You can tell by the mustache.
And his internet connection.
Absolutely.
This guy's been here,
just
been like.
He's been hiding.
This guy, ladies and gentlemen, has been like traveling the world, getting married and having kids and things. Like,
but he's never heard of Sid Meier's Civilization series. That's got 6 entries.
No, they've got 7 if you include Civ Revolution on the 360 and PlayStation 3.
And the space one and the pirates one. There's loads.
That's right. That's
Beyond
right.
I
Earth.
forgot the pirates one.
Incredible. I can't believe that
this may be something I have to get into now.
A man on a gaming podcast has never heard of one of the biggest gaming franchises of all time. This is incredible. You only get this here. You only get this content here, folks. Don't ever forget that. This is the content. This is the dream.
I'm not even ashamed of it.
You should.
That's what it is.
You should.
Points deducted when.
I mean, Joe Rogan spent a long time of his career getting punched in the head. I'm pretty sure he's played Civilization.
Everyone remembers it.
Well, not all of it.
Well, I think we should move on before we have a religious victory on Tom here. Sherry, what have you been playing this week?
I have been playing NDAs. I can't talk about one, but it's very good, and you will know, and then I will tell you when it's good. When you know it's good yourself. I've been playing that. I was playing Hogwarts again, obviously. Still haven't got my broomstick because I keep getting sidetracked by side missions. And I got invited yesterday to the beta for the finals. And it's amazing. Ooh. It's actually really good. Nice. It's like, remember when Battlefield was fun? Mm-hmm. And then it stopped being fun? So like pretend like the not fun part didn't happen and it just kept going. That's what the finals would be. It's amazing. It's really good fun.
What is the finals?
So the finals is a 3v3v3v3. So it's 12 players, but it's split into 4 squads. And you have like caches, so you go and get the cache, the money, and you have to bring it to the bank. So every time you get the money, it has like a short timer, so say like, I think it's like 30 seconds or something. I haven't really timed it, but it feels like that kind of length. And then you have to drag it to one of the deposits, and when you deposit it, you have to defend it against the other team. So basically you could be having to defend this thing against 9 other people, but if you get hijacked, the timer doesn't reset, so you could basically try and leave it as light as possible and like just get in there like last minute and try so you don't have to defend it long yourselves, or you can, if you get it taken over you like straight away, you can go back and try and get it again. And not only that, the map is fully destructible, so you can just tear down buildings. So if the cache is above you, like the bank, you can just like rocket launcher it and just make it come down to you.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie, right?
It's brilliant.
You put this up in group chat with like I think it was a video or a photo. Yeah, and all I saw was like, it was a photo, wasn't it? And all I saw was the finals, and you're like, this game's awesome. And I thought it was like a screenshot. You were watching like some stream of like COD finals. I was like, what? I was like, this makes way more sense.
Yeah.
I was like, why is he telling me he's enjoying a stream? I don't care. This makes way more sense. It sounds kind of like Radical Heights with the money sort of thing.
You know what it reminds me of? Like, and it's really strange. It kind of reminds me of Brink. Remember Brink?
Yeah.
I don't know why. Like, it plays nothing like it, but every time I look at it, I'm like, this is Brink. It kind of like Brink if it was like Mirror's Edge was a first-person shooter.
Whoa.
Because it's the same devs were behind Mirror's Edge. It's
Dice?
like they're ex Dice devs that broke away when they didn't like the way EA was taking Battlefield.
Hold on a minute. So it's not the same team that made
The same
Battlefield, the one that was based in Hogan's Heroes. What do you call that? Bad Company.
Yeah, it'd be those era devs. Yeah.
Is it what is it, like a free to play or is it a beta or what? What's the crack?
No, it's gonna be free to play. So it's in beta now for the next 2 weeks.
Wow.
I
Is
think
it
it's 2
open?
weeks. No, you have to be invited and it's PC only. So if you want to register, you can go to Steam page and just hit register my interest and they let you in. That's what I did, and I got in like almost instantly. But yeah, it's going to be coming free to play, and they're going to monetize cosmetics. So we'll see how fairly they monetize, I guess, because it'll probably be pretty intense. I'm hoping it won't be like, but
It
the
sounds
way
like
the
it's...
trend is, it will be aggressive.
Who's the publisher?
I honestly don't know.
You don't know.
I don't know.
It sounds right.
I can't
for it,
remember what you call the developers. I can't remember what you call their new team,
Okay.
but they did very good work so far.
That sounds awesome. It actually sounds really good because, as I said, I thought it was just like you were watching a stream of like some World Championship finals in COD or something like that. This makes way more sense. It sounds actually awesome. It does sound, the money sort of mechanic sounds like it's rife for microtransaction abuse. Hopefully not. Hopefully developers now are realizing that rinsing your players.
The whole premise is like the money is just a scoreboard. Like you get small amounts for kills. So this is how you progress with the leaderboard. So the whole concept of the game is like you're in like a TV show,
right?
And these are like everything has like there's like crowd noises and stuff. It's
like Unreal Tournament.
It's a different vibe. Yeah, kind of. It's a different vibe. Like, but it's awesome. It's one of those games. Good. Like it's hard to describe because there's just so much going on. But it like condenses like at the core of it. There's like it feels really strong.
And is there parkour in it? Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't
tried.
I haven't tried to like try and wall run or anything.
Just
I don't even know.
Brink and Mirror's Edge. I was like, okay, if this has parkour and guns.
No, it's just the way the guns look and feel. Kind of the Brink.
I mean, like, I miss Titanfall. I think we all miss Titanfall.
Oh, don't tell me. Don't talk about Titanfall.
Oh, here we go.
It's too soon. It's too soon.
Gone too soon. GBNF.
Right.
That's what I say. Anyway.
So Tomahawk, what have you been playing this week?
So I've had a dramatic week in terms of my game playing. My PS4 died.
Oh no.
Yeah. I say a minute's silence, but I don't think anyone cares with your PS5s and your highbrow attitude towards your PS5s.
I don't think we could be glad for a minute if we tried.
No.
Fair. So
it'd be pretty pure content.
I have sourced a temporary PS4 from my brother-in-law, and I've been cracking on with Alien Isolation, to which I couldn't find my save for Alien Isolation. So I spent the best part of 2 days trying to find where my bloody save file had gone.
What a week it's been. What a week. It's just everything that could go wrong has. I think it's fair to say.
Needless to say, I've played negative 45 minutes of Alien Isolation.
Oh god.
So I'm on chapter 4. I've just come into androids at Seegson Communications. I'm just cracking on from there, basically trying to power through, but it's nearly as if the universe is telling me to get a PS5 and just buy into it.
Listen to those
time.
messages.
It's 2023.
Yeah, I mean, pretty soon there's going to be no more PlayStation 4s. Sony don't care. They're going to stop updating them and just going to watch them burn.
Sure.
We say that. I think PS3s were still being updated until this logo. But
PS3 got a patch last week, apparently.
It did, yes.
It got a firmware patch.
But PlayStation 3. It's not PlayStation 4, boys.
I know I need to catch up. I know, but the temporary PS4 will do me. It's quiet. It actually works. It reads HDMI. It does everything I need to do, and ever so slightly less.
Well, here, at least all is not lost. All is not lost. So you're not.
The PS4 memorial will be on the Instagram.
So, make sure to be following that. That sounds riveting. Riveting viewing. And finally, I have been playing actually very, very little. I have been spending most of my week fixing the editing PC for this podcast and doing all sorts of jumping through hoops to get editing software to behave like editing software should. In my very limited game time, I've been playing Ollie World.
Nice.
It's available, I'm pretty sure it was available last month or this month on PlayStation Plus, but I bought it in January and I've been blasting through it. It is brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. What a game. The first two are good. The Ollie World is amazing. It's every bit as good as what Tony Hawk 3 was to Tony Hawk's. It just adds a lot to the formula, and it's still very, very simple, and it's still deceptively bloody difficult. So it is actually brilliant. The music's brilliant. It looks wonderful. It looks absolutely stunning in HDR in the PlayStation. The only thing is it doesn't support cross save. So I have the free PlayStation 5 update, but I can't play the PlayStation 5 version because I'm like 20 odd hours in and I've got every course unlocked, all the challenges done, and I've done it flawlessly, every single level so far, and I'm not starting again. I'm about 60% through. Like, so I just bang on with the PlayStation 4 version. The loading on it's fine. Once it loads a level, you can restart it instantly. Like, you just hold the button for 2 seconds and you instantly restart. So you're not missing that much other than the 4K output. But it just
feels weird that they give you the free upgrade, but you can't transfer your save. It's a bit like, fair enough. They're full indie. Are they Team 7?
No, they're Roll 7.
Roll 7.
Roll 7.
So they are completely indie, but yeah, it's a bit weird that way.
It is.
Here's free, but you have to start again. Double the trophies.
It does double the trophies, and in fairness to them, I did spend a long time trying to get the save to cross over, and when I tweeted them and they responded to me, I tweeted them late in the night, and the first thing the next morning they had replied. So their customer service is absolutely superb.
It was excellent.
So they were really, really good. Really good game. I think it's free currently. Give it a download. It's brilliant. If you liked Ollie Ollie or Ollie Ollie 2, Ollie Ollie World I don't think there'll be another Ollie Ollie, because this one's the formula perfected. You can't do anything with it after this, I don't think. It's brilliant. It's brilliant.
Is it brilliant though?
Big statement.
I mean, there's
Can't
DLC.
Be perfected.
There is
Devs
DLC.
are just down tools.
I think I don't think there's much where they can go for it. There's 2 DLCs for it. One's called what is it called? It's in like Skater Heaven, and then the other one's called Into the Flow Zone. It's really good. It's one of those games where you just sort of play it, and it's difficult. But once you do those sort of games where you struggle to do a level, and then once you beat the level once, it just becomes, oh, this makes a lot of sense, and you know exactly what they want you to do in order to complete the level, and you just sort of start gaining the challenges, and then sort of you get extra sort of gear and customization options if you get high scores, you beat local heroes, and if you do the level without using any checkpoints. It's brilliant.
I love games like that reward your like persistence and trying to work it out. It's like a puzzle in itself. Mm-hmm. I think I was like when I first got my brain wrapped around how Hotline Miami wanted you to play the game, it was like a revelation.
Yes,
Quality game.
Yes.
2 was very hard though. I never completed 2.
I didn't like 2.
No, I never finished it. Never finished 2.
I didn't like 2. My least favorite part of the first one was the levels where it was more than one screen and you were getting shot and attacked from off screen. And then the second one was literally you were being shot from people you can't see. I don't mind trial and error, but every level, every room was, you need to memorize this level in order to beat it and do it flawless, which I
over and over again.
Yeah.
High stakes.
Not sure my concentration could handle that. Or memory.
But play Ollie Ollie World. You get into the flow. You just get into that sort of mindset.
No, it's downloaded, so it'll probably be my in between rage quits of isolation.
Yes. And that's what it's good for. It's good for those short, sharp bursts of gameplay. So it is. But I think that's us. I think that's not the only game we've been playing this week, boys. There is one other game we've been playing, the challenge game, which we'll get straight into right now. So today's challenge game is Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered, and basically what we decided to do was take it to a personal level, mono a mono, man versus man, in a fatal 4-way match in the greatest first-person shooter map of all time, Shipment. Basically 1v1, v1, v1, 3 rounds, best of 3, Winner takes the 3 points. What we're doing here for this challenge, again, we love keeping things simple in this podcast. Rather than go on to who wins the round, is we're going to go on kill count. So the person who gets the most kills, best of 3, gets the 3 points. The person who gets the least amount of kills, best of 3 over the 3 rounds, gets 0 points. Very simple, very fast-paced, frenetic gameplay. It was, I think it's fair to say, it was incredible. It was really,
He didn't
really
say
good
high
fun.
quality, but it was fun.
It
Utter
was fun.
carnage.
Well, one of them was pretty decent gameplay, I think.
I think there was very little high-quality gameplay to be found.
Well, it's shipment. It's not
rounds.
that was the whole attraction
Yeah.
towards that map. Wasn't it? We just wanted
Sheer
people to get
carnage.
shot from all,
Just-
shot from all angles.
I would say
High
some
kill
of us
count.
downloaded this maybe that day that we decided to record this. Some of us hadn't played COD since COD 2
I mean, I'm not
wow.
in
going
the
to
early noughties.
I mean, I'm not going to
That's
waste
mental.
my time to make excuses here, but I don't even know what cod was. I thought it was a type of fish that you got in the chippy. So it is. When you said let's do cod, I was like, oh, sweet. Wee bit of chips, wee bit of vinegar, wee zest of lemon, beautiful.
What
Can't
did you
wait.
think the fatal 4-way was with the COD?
4 pieces of cod, no chips.
Slap match.
Different
I do
types
have a
of batter.
serious question though. Did Sherry have to YouTube the challenge going into it?
No, not this one.
No, not this
No.
one. You're
COD's in my-
confident.
COD is something I like to do with my free time.
God's in his blood.
It is.
Yeah.
Well, not the last couple because they've been just to put it mildly dumpster fires and have been since Black Ops 4. But Black Ops 4 I loved, so it wasn't that long ago, about 4 or 5 years ago.
Terrible game.
To be fair, Modern Warfare does hold I think a special place in the heart because it's the first of sort of the new gen of gaming. Like it was on the 360, and I just played it to death. Not online because of my tin can connection 90% of the time, but
Things never change.
no. Why change? Why change?
Yeah,
But the story was incredible. Everything about it was just, even the CQC challenge, even at the very start of the game, is just, it's one hell of a tutorial, and it's one hell of a game, to be fair.
Yeah. I think I remember the PS2 era, Xbox, GameCube, I kind of dropped out of gaming a little bit. I had a GameCube and I had an Xbox, but I didn't play that much of it. And there was 2 games that dragged me into the 360 era, Gears of War and the trailer for Modern Warfare. It was mind-blowingly good looking at the time, and it's a great game. It was a great game. I played it flat out online on Xbox Live when it came out. Brilliant. It holds a lot of good memories. It's a great game. It was the first time someone ever threatened to make love to my mother online.
Very aggressively, also.
You always remember your first.
It wasn't just my mom was threatened. It was also, once I'm finished with her, I'm coming for you. It's all very scary.
Right?
Oh, the
It's
Wild
all in the
West.
spirit of the game. All in the spirit of the game.
I think the one thing as well about Call of Duty Modern Warfare, the OG, it revolutionized the FPS, even campaign modes. Like, let's
Yeah,
not forget
absolutely.
the Gillies in the Midst. What a level! Like that
Don't.
was even to this day, it's incredible. And I don't think anything's ever came close. And even in general tone, the only game I can think of that came close to it was its successor, Modern Warfare 2.
Exactly. And I think
so I've
Cardinal
never
has something to
played-
chime in, yeah.
I've never played this solo player game before, I've started this week. To now that we've done this challenge, are you? Is this Chernobyl? Because I have been
Yeah.
floating about
Yeah.
Chernobyl
Yes.
in a
There's-
ghillie suit, and I
there's a
had to do a
very
snipe
famous
like
line.
20 times.
Yeah, there's a
Yes.
very famous line in that game where he says, 50,000 people used to live here, and now it's a ghost town.
Yeah, it's
Quality.
It's such a good game. There's so many standout moments. The first mission on the ship where you're looking for the nuclear arms as well is fantastic. Gillies in the Mist, and then there's the mission in the radio station. That was Modern Warfare 1?
That was
wasn't it?
no, it's Modern Warfare
That
2.
too. That
Yeah,
too.
that's
too, yeah.
What I liked about Modern Warfare is, and Modern Warfare 2 does it probably better with no Russian. People have this big idea of it being like a dude bro game with sort of glorifying war. But I don't think it does. It does. There's a couple of levels in Modern Warfare where you're doing the AC-20, where you're just so disconnected to the deaths and it's done on purpose. You're just like, okay, just there's heat signatures, drop a bomb on them.
Yeah.
And
Well,
you
to be fair, though, in later iterations and very recently, I think it was Modern Warfare 2019, came into like really hot water about its, was it the carriageway of death that the Americans did, where they just bombed people just for the sake of it. And in Modern Warfare 2019, they tried to frame it as it was the Russians, I think, were the ones that were perpetrating it, and the Americans were the heroes of the story.
Right.
So, like, I can understand why people are like, it does glorify, not even war, but America's involvement in said wars.
Yeah. I mean, Modern Warfare 1 and 2, I don't think have any sort of glorification of war at all.
No, like no Russian. It's if anyone thinks that's glorification, I think that's quite haunting. The fact that people are crawling away and all, it's very disturbing.
It tells you a lot about that game because it tells you a lot about yourself at level, because in no Russian in Modern Warfare 2, it's one of the very few levels in Call of Duty history you can complete the mission without firing a bullet. It's your choice.
Yeah, true.
You don't have to kill anyone. To my understanding of that level, you don't have to kill anybody. You'll get shouted at by the people you're with, but they will walk through that level. You don't have to kill anyone. It's your choice.
Just before we go into this morbid sense of the philosophy of war, should we maybe circle back to the challenge?
Yes.
But,
Thank you, Tom.
but before you do, right, I just want everyone to realize my involvement with Call of Duty, right? There was once upon a time I was going out with somebody, and I used to fake feeling tired so I could go home every night at 10 o'clock, and I would sit and play Call of Duty for about 3 to 4 hours before I went to bed.
Well, at least you haven't announced that on a podcast that'll be publicized on your social medias.
I don't think she's ever going to listen to this, let's be honest with it.
She's not one of our 10 viewers.
That's incredible. My relationship with COD more recently is I'm pretty sure that I have to bring my PlayStation back from whence I bought it, because my DualSense broken, doesn't work right, and I didn't notice it until we played COD. That's all I'm saying.
Oh.
Wow.
It's a weird concept.
It's just, it works perfectly fine with every other game. I think it's just a software, and there was a firmware update this afternoon for it. Maybe that'll fix it. But
There was.
At the time of this challenge, I'm pretty sure my DualSense was broken.
Is this excuses? Is this what we're?
Oh, here we
No,
go.
no, I don't believe in excuses, Tomahawk. I don't believe in them. I said I wasn't going to make them. All I'm saying is, I think my DualSense is broken. That's all.
Sherry said it last week. You never hide your weakness, or you never speak about your weaknesses. You retrospectively blame them.
Exactly, but I'm not casting no blame. I'm casting no aspersions on the quality of the DualSense.
Nice.
I think what you'll see on this challenge coming up ahead is somebody's been overclocking their DualSense. Yeah.
Got that turbo power in it.
That's right.
That extra juice.
So I think we should just get into the gameplay now so everyone can see what we're talking about. Okay, so today's challenge game is Call of Duty, and we're having a fatal 4-way on the greatest map of all time. What's it called? Shipment?
Shipment.
Yeah, shipment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shipment.
Called shipment.
So rather than... So we decided on gun game, and basically winner is best of 3. The person who gets the most kills over the 3 rounds is the winner. Second place would be second place, and then last will be the person with the least amount of kills over the 3 rounds. So we're going to accumulate all the kills. As you can see, everyone here has taken the time to record their footage, except one person.
Yep, that's me.
Yes, Tomahawk. So as a forfeit, he's got a black screen that just clearly says, I didn't record any footage because I'm an idiot.
And he's gonna have to hope. He's gonna have to hope that someone shows the scoreboard, or he'll be getting 0 goals.
So without any further ado, let's just get this here gameplay sorted. So all I'm gonna say is at the end of round 1, Cardinal, if you can make sure you hit pause just in case someone wants to say something about how round 1 has went.
I will pause it like it's hot. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are ready,
I've got the sniper rifle.
let's look back onto this footage and witness. Boom.
Absolute carnage.
Yes,
I'm pretty sure after watching this, a few
scale.
of us might get some phone calls from like FaZe and Optic and stuff.
Oh, that's it.
And it should be said, gun game as a format, everyone starts with pistols, and once you get a kill, your gun gets moved on to the next grade. So you gradually have to move up through about 30 rounds.
Yeah,
And straight away here, Sherry is tearing people.
Just slaying, just pure slay. Like he's just running into my gunfire at one certain points. Look at that. Not even trying.
It is the spray and pray option from Sherry with the minigun there, though.
It's called pre-firing, okay? It's called pre-firing, and it's a legit tactic,
Pre-firing.
okay?
See, what I've noticed here from playing COD
Oh, look at this. Two.
with Sherry is there's a lot of, if I just stick the word pre in front of anything, it makes me sound like I know what I'm talking about. Oh, it's pre-aiming, pre-firing, oh, it's pre-firing, oh, it's
Premature firing, isn't it? Yeah, that's it.
I mean,
Some people find upon that, but it's a way of life around here.
I mean,
I
I
will notice
find
the movement of Sherry is so much more quicker than any of ours. Obviously, I can't compare to Tom's because he didn't record any footage, but it's compared to levels that I
Oh, I was lightning. You can't see, obviously, but I was lightning quick.
I mean, without spoiling this first round, if you look at the scoreboard, it's pretty easy to assume that Tomahawk was moving at a regular speed, if not slower than everyone else. Maybe Sherry was stealing some of Tom's bandwidth or something. I have no idea, but the scoreboard here would suggest that.
Like, where did he? I was just looking at the floor going, where did everyone go?
See,
And that's when I noticed that gun fires more than one bullet at a time.
It's looking at Cardinal and Lava screens where they're stuck on the same sniper rifle for what felt like an eternity.
forever.
And I was exactly the same as
10
well.
minutes.
It's the bolt action one was a killer to get past.
All I want to say is this map is not at all for a sniper rifle.
No,
every
not.
every
No
time I
way.
got this sniper rifle, I just got stuck. And
It's
it
such a
seemed like
close
forever,
encounter.
because
I found that the best option nearly for that entire round is being on a pistol. I thought that anything above a semi-automatic weapon was.
See, I find the shotgun was the weapon of choice. The weapon of choice is shotgun. I also came in with this here because I don't remember an awful lot about this map. I know I've made the joke twice now in this episode that it's the greatest multiplayer map of all time. It's right up there with the worst multiplayer map of all time. It's awful.
Well, shipment's awesome.
There's no
Shipment is.
there's
just
no
chaotic.
room for any sort of tactics or nothing. It's just blind running, blind firing a lot of the time.
Yeah, it's
But you have to take into
pure,
account as well.
pure
This is a map for
ADHD COD goodness is what it is.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I had a lot of fun. I don't think I've laughed as much as
Yeah.
I have playing this for a very long time, playing a shooter like, but it's not a good map, let's be honest here. There's no
We have to
real
take into
pathways
account that
through
this
it.
is only 4 people. If you imagine doing this on a team deathmatch as well, it's with more players, it would be utter carnage.
Or even with
It's just
12.
grenades. It's just grenades everywhere.
Yeah, even with 12 players with loadouts, like it'd be. It's brutal. It's brutal. It's like, don't get me wrong, it's fun.
I just witnessed Sherry hit 3 shots with the bolt action sniper, just off the
Where
top.
did that person? But who was hiding in that container? Because it
Always
just
love it.
disappeared. They didn't get
It was
killed as far as I can see.
probably me. I'm looking at the footage as we go, and any time that none of yous fall over, I imagine it's probably me.
yes. There was a lot of the wee containers were quite handy for certain things. That was a heck of a kill. So it was. I don't know who did that, but that was
Again,
an awesome.
probably me. I'm watching people not die or people not have a kill cam, and I'm going, I must have done that. I'm going to take credit for it anyway, at least anyway.
Here's a point where Lava is hiding behind the block, and I think I have the kill, and then Sherry comes in and steals it.
See, someone was shooting through the container to hit me and force me out of my hiding spot. To be honest,
That was me.
then- but then I cut-
Sherry comes in and cleans up.
that's what I was going to
You
say.
gotta chase the rats out.
I walk out of it and there's some other player there, and this is the theme of the night. I'm having a
Yeah.
gunfight with someone, and a second player comes out of nowhere. And
That's it. You're constantly
Third party.
you have that target on your back the whole time.
Sherry's on
and
the spade.
Sherry is so quick on it. He's got 2 or 3 kills in a row, and he completes it with a kill to myself anyway.
All I want to
Look
say
at
is that shovel, that last kill, is
Outrageous.
bugged. It's bugged.
Oh, yeah.
Because there's times where Sherry's kill cam clearly shows 0 contact. It's like a Premier League game of soccer. 0 contact still counts. It's unreal.
That's just the way
He just pressed action.
Yeah, that's
Let
why
me
it's
guess.
Presses
people-
action, kill.
Yeah, it just
Let me
does
guess,
my-
it's-
does
And
my
that-
bidding.
That is the first suspicion into John Sherry in COD.
Yeah.
I mean,
This will
there's
be the first of the VAR reviews,
I
Sherry.
mean,
So
to be fair, if there was no VAR review on Cardinals' heart barely going through the chest last week, then
oh yes, actually.
you know what I mean. So
okay, but all I'm saying is, right, fishiness going on here, and I'm not just talking about the COD.
Sounds like you got a chip on your shoulder.
So, as we can see, after round 1, folks, John Sherry ran away with it with 28 kills, and that's the stat we're focusing on. In second place, way behind, half the amount is myself, Cardinal, with 14. And then Lava and Tomahawk were both evens on 10.
Wow.
Okay.
Terrible.
It's absolutely
Really, really bad.
Game it here. So, besides the fishiness of the COD, the one takeaway here is that Sherry is leading the way.
That's one.
Let's go.
Surely, this can't continue. We've all seen the level of gameplay Sherry has. This can't continue to be
The
on.
prowess I possess.
I would
Surely
say
he
beginner's luck.
cannot.
The law of averages suggests he was bound to win one. I just didn't think it'd be so early in the series.
Yeah, like
Who would have thought it would be on the game that the only one who plays it is Sherry? You know, wow.
It's not my fault.
I mean, you could have thought it would be the one he'd had a tattoo of on his body.
Permanently
of,
put onto his body, yeah. You would think he'd be
No. I don't have
proficient
any
in that.
tattoos of it.
Maybe this is the
No.
game. Maybe Sherry has crosshairs tattooed somewhere on his body, like a knee or something.
He's got gun game shipment tattooed on his knee.
COD 4 and then just like 4 players.
If he does go on to win this challenge, he's going to whip off his shirt and he's going to have a tattoo of the table, the last leaderboard.
He's Captain Price on his back.
Right,
That
so
would be
guys,
not a bad idea.
shall we
continue
move on to round 2?
That's it.
Let's, after getting dominated, look at this kill cam. Look at this kill cam.
This dodgy.
If you listen to you hear the background, just oh my god. Just
Nowhere near.
disbelief.
Nowhere near.
The disbelief
that
of the
hit
skill
marker,
gap that they
gone.
were witnessing.
Clearly,
All we know is Lava
No
and I have it all to do in round 2 anyway.
I know. Let's
do.
be honest here. With 10 kills in the first round, we couldn't play any worse.
That's
we
it.
just couldn't.
It's only way is up. Only way is up
I'm
from
on
here.
I'm on a bad start here. I'm still on the pistol. Oh, back on it.
I've
Sherry's
killed
already
a
got
couple
3
of folk
kills.
already there. Well, I'm suspending my disbelief here and assuming I'm getting a lot of kills on this. I mean, we'll never know.
As far as your memory goes.
As far as memory goes, I played a blinder.
At least 4, I think.
I mean, what I liked the most about this round, about this sort of game mode, the gun game, is you have to be good with every weapon. What I hated about this mode is you have to be good with every weapon.
Again, though, it's
especially
back
with
to the
snipers.
sniper rifles in short quarters, because I think, personally, I opted out to use a scope a long time ago, or very early doors in the challenge as well. I thought to myself, it's no point using the time to aim down the sights, just blind scope everything, no scope everything.
No scope
What I'm
everything.
hearing here
I-
is that Tomahawk has scoped once in round 1, walked away from his console, got a piece of blue tack, and put the blue tack where the crosshairs would be.
That
It sounds
would
like
be
cheats to me. Like,
far too clever. That would be far too clever for someone like me. For someone who doesn't know how to hit record. That's a brave stretch.
Oh, yes.
Kind
now
of
that
did
I've
the
said
basics.
it, now that I said it,
Sneaky
I wish
killer.
I did that because it would have got me off the sniper rifle a lot
I-
quicker
I-
every single round. Because once again,
Absolutely.
I'm stuck on it.
See, the one thing I want to ask
I
you
got
guys, 'cause
sniped.
I don't
Sniped,
think I
Lava.
asked you when we were playing. I think the main problem for most of you playing this game is you don't pay a lot of attention to the minimap.
No, I did. That's the sad part. I
Oh,
think
that's
in
the sad
this
part, okay.
round,
Oh,
in
I
the
got
first
knifed.
round, in the first round, I was like, "No, I'm gonna just stick to the outside of the map." Because it became very apparent that you're going to get double
How did
teamed.
like you said I was cheat? You see that? How
Yes.
did I miss? How did that not hit?
I know. But in the second round, I was like, okay, I'm just going to try to go into the middle of the map and try to hold as much as possible inside the middle of the map. And it paid off for me, I think, in this round. Because you don't
Like
have
John
to worry
Sherry's
about
just
things.
behind me. Sorry.
He's always behind you.
He's behind everyone.
I'm just
all
watching
time.
the footage, and he's just like right behind you, and there's Tomahawk knifing me again. It's the second time this round.
I feel as if though there was a lot of knifing going on, which does demote you in the class, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, if you get
does.
stabbed, it takes away 1 gun level from you, so it means you have to get 1 extra kill. If you get stabbed 3 times, then you have to get 3 extra kills to
No,
finish the round.
Sherry might be the person to ask. Is there not a mode on? I think it might be a different Call of Duty game where it resets you to 0 with a knife kill.
No.
No, that doesn't. I've made that up then.
That'd be brutal, so it would. Imagine that. 1 kill from finish and someone stabs you. It'd just be a bunch of boys running
You'd
around
go
with
stab.
knives.
It not someone going to get stabbed in real life is what would happen.
Especially if you got John Sherry's hit marker. You know, you just like point in the air and stab. Boom.
I just
dead.
spin
Back
around
to
and
0.
just hit R3 and just spin around in circles.
See, now, I don't know if you saw that. I just tried to stab, I think it was Tomahawk. And
was
my
me.
knife clearly touches him, clearly should kill him. Nothing, not even a hit marker. And then end up dead.
I did find that there was an awful lot of complaining on Lova's part there, where there was shotguns straight to the chest that would do no damage. It seems.
I mean,
The
All I'm
profanity
saying-
from Lova was sickening. To be fair, I think it was very for a PG podcast. He was very
Very heated.
very offensive.
I mean, you're making up a lot of things here for a man with no recording to back up his claims.
There's a great example there of I'm shooting the pistol at Lava. I run out of bullets. Lava kills me, and then I respawn at exactly the same position. I just shoot Lava in the back, and it's just okay.
Like, I don't know what was going on there, but I just get a wee threesies, just kill every single one of you. Why not? Yeah, it was fun, but yeah, it was just.
Oh, what a
chaos. From top to bottom, it was chaos.
And,
But again,
and
I
if you're
think
not seeing the
it's
video,
good that
like,
we. No, it's good that we decided rather than we always toy with the idea of bringing in bots or computer players, but I think any more than 4 in this map just makes it unplayable really, especially in this format. And there's another kill from behind for Sherry.
Yes. I mean, I think that was me. I literally got killed, spawned, ran 6 foot, and took a whole half a clip to the back, which seemed to be the run theme of this night for me. Just, it wasn't very often I got to jump on people, but when it did, you have to be the first person to, because the time to kill in this game it's quite high. So it is. It does.
Yeah, it was perfect, like compared to what Call of
What it
Duty
is
is like
now.
now. You spit on people and they die.
Yeah, like a burst rifle will kill you in the newer ones. but
There's
this one's
Sherry
quite
as well
high.
with the one more kill. Nope, he gets killed
oh,
himself.
here he goes with the magic
That's it,
spade.
yeah. Like, that one was straight in the side
Again,
of the head. To be
that's-
fair,
that's,
I think he almost ran past us. I think he
Yeah.
almost ran past you there by the time he killed you.
I think every single round, it was me that felt the wrath of the shuffle.
No, it was definitely
The
me.
shovel.
I do recall round 1 and round 2 definitely being me who fell by the shoveled is exactly right.
So that's round 2 done with. What were the kill count for that round, Cardinal?
Well, let me tell you. So John Sherry upped the game here and got 30 kills. Tomahawk stepped up his game and got 18. I, Cardinal, got 21. Also had 4 setbacks. Stabbed 4 times. And Lova again drew with Tomahawk with 18 kills.
wow.
So everyone
This
upped their
this
game
is
to an extent.
I'm tense. Not for my position, because I think at this point I feel pretty safe.
I think
but
I think it could be safe to say the first place is nearly guaranteed, but it's second, third, fourth is pretty close from
and
what my
the
basic
third game
math
I
has
might
done.
just put my controller down. We don't know. We never know.
Well,
That tactic has worked well for you in the past.
and do you know
Just
what?
look at that
At
crash
this
run.
stage, looking at some of this footage, you may as well have been, because with all the aimbots and your overclocked PS5 controller, you may as well just
I
not
didn't
even
even
look at
play
it.
it, to be fair. I just had like an AI log onto my PS5.
Oh,
I just did it for
That's a
me.
mission right there, lads. That's a mission.
Okay, on camera. So listen, before we head into the final round of the decider, John Sherry is on 58 kills, Cardinal is on 35,
Oh.
and Tomahawk and Lava are both on 28.
Oh dear.
Oh wow!
Oh dear.
How
I
the
wanna
mighty
say-
hath fallen, Lova, isn't it?
All I want to say is it was about halfway through this round when I realised my controller wasn't working as it should have been. That's all I want to say.
You need to push the buttons for it to work, just so you know.
I was pushing them, just don't seem to respond effectively, shall we say. That's all I'm saying. It was just at this point. But I seem to have it fixed now. It seems to be working perfectly fine now. It just seems to be this one game on this one night that the controls seem to be broken. Broken controls.
Broken controls. Let's head into round 3, folks, and we'll see what disasters or skill befalls us.
I mean,
round ending kill cam.
Yeah, it was me again.
Stabs in the bum.
That's me.
That was a perfect shot, to be fair, that one.
That's disagree. On the money this time.
I disagree.
So here we go. Beginning of round 3.
Straight in the back. Oh, I actually got a first blood. I didn't think I got a first blood the entire time we played that. I thought I was always the one getting first blooded.
First blooded?
First blooded.
Well, you probably weren't paying attention, given you had the AI running for you.
I was eating Doritos and getting hyped up on Mountain Dew every round.
I will say I've raced into the lead at this stage, and then I hit the bolt action rifle, and this is where I stay.
Because I'm on the second gun, you're on the 4th, 5th. Is there a rifle, isn't it?
Yeah, and I just stay on this rifle for 5 years.
The majority of your life, yeah.
Yeah.
At the start of this map, actually, I remember feeling quite afraid of, like, oh, these guys are actually learning from their mistakes. And I was
starting to step up their game. No, it didn't last.
Yeah.
I mean,
there's a no-scope shot.
There's only so much you can learn when every round lasts for 6 minutes, isn't there?
It's a very quick turnaround. No, it's a very steep learning curve anyway, especially for a game that has been probably played once in the last 5 or 6 years anyway. I haven't played Call of Duty in a very, very long time now.
And there is the point where I shoot John Sherry twice with the bolt action rifle. Twice. And he doesn't die, and he kills me. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I get Sherry back with the shotgun, which is always a nice retribution.
I am now on the bolt action sniper rifle, and I think this is where I remain.
Look at that there. I was just dirty. I just want to say for the record, too, in case people think that I had host, I did not. Okay. Lova was the one that was hosting this game, so there was nothing to do with me server side.
Just to clarify that point is absolutely right, but I had migrated host advantage to Sherry.
Okay. I didn't know that.
That's a thing, right?
I don't know.
Tell you what, Sherry, I'm starting to think there's a conspiracy going against you now. I mean, it's an absolute...
I know. It's just
it's
jealousy.
Absolute truth, really.
It's just jealousy. Like, I mean, you can be good at Crash, you can be good at Surge and stuff, but who really cares about those games? You know what I mean? Is there 250,000 people watching the World Finals? I don't think so. Not at those
Your
games.
high scores, high stakes series starts now, and I'm sure, Sherry, now. I mean,
I was just good. Like I said last week, I had sore wrists, and they were fully healed after Surge and Sim, so this is just the fruits of that labor. This is what happens.
I mean, all I'm going to say
pure
is...
devastation and extermination.
Of the 3 screens that we can see, there's barely a 5-second period that goes by that someone doesn't
get killed. Yeah.
It just seems to be a constant barrage of deaths. And I
think the onslaught is very much on the increase for this one, because I'm seeing myself. I'm seeing myself in Sherry's and Cardinal's and Lova's eyes.
Into your own footage.
So basically, in this round, I forgot about that happening. I actually get off the sniper rifle, and then I think it was Cardinal who stabbed me in the back to send me straight back to it.
I just realized too, I can see Lova's score, and I'm getting worried for him here. I'm getting very worried.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just noticing now that I totally forgot about the click the left stick to steady your aim on the sniper rifle.
I forgot about that too.
Is that a thing?
I'm just seeing it.
All the snipers, if you hold left stick, you hold your breath.
There's barely enough time to even go down the scope with this map. Never mind hold your breath.
But it would help, because I've noticed that Sherry, when he's on the sniper rifles, doesn't move from the corner he spawns. He just patrols back and forth. So he just like sidesteps back. Oh my goodness
his body just blows out of the side of the.
I think it was Sherry must have had the rocket launcher or someone.
And they were right again. That's all she wrote, folks.
So for all the complaining, apart from the first one, I'll give you the first one. The first one was FA, right? That was not my fault. That was probably Lova's internet. But the next two were clean shots straight into the back. So
I mean, all I want to
take that.
say is
take
to
that.
refute that was Lova's internet. Lova's internet is 1,000 megabytes per second.
Well, maybe you need
300
1001.
I think it might have been your ping causing the confusion because everyone else, we all saw the same thing. You missed.
I think when you have that many hacks loaded in, that AI playing for you, the overclocked controller, the 1-inch thick cable connecting your controller to your PS5.
Yeah,
That takes a lot of
I
bandwidth.
agree.
He's
It
very
could be
much
just-
playing Mod of Duty at the minute, it seems.
I mean, I'm
Mod
just
of
saying
Duty.
that you can be good at some games and bad at others, okay? That's fair enough to say. But you can't be that bad at Crash Bandicoot and this good at COD without modifications made to the game's code. Come on, Shay, just throw your hands up. You cheated last week by watching YouTube.
I did. I watched YouTube for this too. Watch the whole COD
He's
finals.
just using that shovel that he's used to kill us all, and he's digging himself in a big hole here, lads. I just hear incriminating admission
That's
after
it.
incriminating admission.
I mean, I think
Speaking of
it's
shovel, let's watch that kill cam.
one more time.
Like we say, you cannot refute this goes straight into his back. I don't even know who it is.
It's me.
I think
me.
it's me.
It's me. No, it's not.
Oh, it's Cardinal.
Oh,
Cardinal.
It's Cardinal.
Like that's in
Hang
his
on.
back. That's in
Hang
your
on,
back.
it is not.
It's
It is
not.
not in our back. Look
No.
when he
Your
pulls
back,
the
yeah.
trigger. Look when he pulls the trigger here.
Yeah.
Yep. That
It's right
is
in your
not.
arse, mate.
That is not a kill. That is shocking.
He is,
That is shocking.
Big.
I'm writing
Call
an email.
Activision. Call Microsoft. Tell them to call off the merger.
I'm going straight to the big dogs. I'm going to Infinity Ward and asking for an explanation on this.
Robert Bowden, you have a lot to answer for right now.
look, Tomahawk said it, Mod of Duty.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we have something to get down here, and I'm going to call it's called scores. It's called final scores.
Doors in the
do we-
doors.
Do we have to? Can we not just skip
Yeah.
that
Well,
this week?
I think
It's-
null and void. Yeah, null and void.
I mean,
let's-
we're them
let's-
spectators.
Let's hear the points before we decide exactly whether it's high scores or low scores, high stakes, high hacks, kickback, Tomahawk,
High
or
level
Jerry,
AI.
right? Yeah, right. So, in fourth, with I will say getting 9 kills that round is Lova to take him up to a score of 37.
Well,
I don't think it looks good. I don't think it looks
I'm
good.
intrigued now.
I have nothing to say. If I say anything, I'll get in trouble.
Wise words from a wise man.
Cardinal was ahead. I was in second after 2 rounds. I only got 11 kills in the third round and ended on 46 overall.
Dear. I'm now very intrigued.
See if we take the whole picture of how we've performed this entire challenge. Cardinal's third round is worse than mine. Would you not all agree? I mean, he was up there. I never was. I was always last. Cardinal wasn't.
2 of your 3 rounds were worse than my worst round. Anyway, moving on. Tomahawk had an absolute stunner.
Scorcher.
And
Redemption
he had
round.
21 kills.
Wow.
Oh,
Oof.
that's
And-
unreal.
That took him very close to my score with 49. Ahead of my 46. Tomahawk takes the second place.
Wow.
And therefore,
Wow,
Sean
wow.
Sherry with 29 takes his score up to 87. Which is nearly double any of our scores.
Nice. I like it. I like it.
That's quality gaming right there.
That
Now I'm
is-
warmed up. I'm warmed up for the future weeks now, so it's not looking good for any of us. I'm just going to say that the foundation has quaked, the house is tumbling, and I am ready to rebuild.
Do you want to know what? We've had a lot of japes at Sherry's expense this week, but do you know what? That is bloody impressive. That's really.
It was
really
a
impressive.
masterclass by our standard. That's a masterclass in Call of Duty right there.
To don't get it twisted, right? I don't want anyone to be going, oh, Sherry's on performance enhancing drugs. I'm not, because normal service will probably resume next week, so don't get any hopes up. This is probably a false dawn. I'm just going to say it right now. It's probably a false dawn. I'm not getting carried away. I will have a party, sure, but I won't invite many people.
Is the open top
and I'll
bus
I'll
coming
be back
through
on
as
work
well?
next week. What?
We'll
Oh,
get the
no,
open
no.
top bus, no?
I'll get an open top mini or something, not a bus.
I think for it's fair to say first person shooters are Sherry's bread and butter.
I like them. They are fun.
Yeah.
They are fun.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. To be fair, yeah, it was really impressive. You dominated it from this since we started. It became very apparent very quickly that Cardinal, Tomahawk, and myself were fighting out for the remainder of the points.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
think after round 2, when my best round still couldn't get me anything other than bottom.
No, what gets me is like even we were less than half his kill total every round. Mm-hmm. We were never catching him, no matter.
No,
You know,
the final round you were only 7 off or something, weren't you? Yeah, 21. I think that game
21
ended
from your
28.
30, yeah. So,
Yeah,
as I say,
you
just
weren't far
before we do
off,
the
though.
roundup, can Cardinal go through those the full standings then, just so we have that officially on the record then?
Yep. Official standings of that challenge, Cardinal.
In first place, John Sherry. Second, Tomahawk. Third, Cardinal. And fourth, Lava.
I like it. I like the voice.
That was
That's
amazing.
very good. So basically, Sherry gets the 3 this week. He gets the big W. Tomahawk gets the 2, and Cardinal gets the 1 pointer. Where I walk away empty-handed for the first time ever. It hurts.
Enjoy that goose egg. Enjoy it.
Bottle that feeling, Lava. Know that you'll never want it to happen again.
It never will. Don't
Grace
you
the
worry.
pain.
Although that being said, I am absolutely stunned. I've actually stunned myself that I was sitting bottom the whole time, and I'm actually so surprised I pulled that back. Even just to get second is bit of a.
I'm gutted. I had second grabbed.
In the
I
bag.
had one hand on second, and you just whipped everything out in the
Nah,
last round.
that's absolutely gassed me now. So, but like, if I'm thinking by my math,
Yep.
does that put me? I mean, I think I need Lova to tell us the official leaderboard here now, but
Yeah. There was a lot of permutations that could have happened that game. I think we all knew once we played it, I was like, well, Sherry's definitely getting the 3 points, and that means there was a whole lot of roulette between the rest of us. And I don't know who came second, who came third. I had a fair idea I was coming last because I'm terrible at COD. Okay, so after that challenge then, after that shock Sherry victory, the league now looks like this. 4th place. He's making it his own, even with a win. Sherry with 3 points. He's off the mark.
Nice
He's
one.
off the mark.
Well
Get the
done.
party poppers out, lads.
Yeah.
In 3rd place is Cardinal with a solid total of 6 points. In 2nd place, knocked off top, is myself with 7 points. But all I'm reading from that is even in a blank, I'm still better than Cardinal. And that means obviously that top in the league with 8 points is Tomahawk. He's back on
back
top.
where I belong, back where I belong.
He's back on top. Let's see if he can hold on to it for more than a week. Let's see.
From what I'm gathering, though, at the minute, though, Lover, it's very much a horse race, and Cardinal is very much comfortable in 3rd.
I think, yeah, of all of us, I think Cardinal's like, I want 3rd, and that's all I want. He's aiming very low to avoid disappointment, and there's a lot to be admired about that.
Look, I'd like to be higher than 3rd. It just so happens, no matter what game we play, I'm finishing 3rd. So
He finds a way to fumble the bag.
It's like, do you know when the new football season starts and you're like, who's going to get relegated? And you look for, are there 3 worse teams than Everton? It's kind of like, are there 2 better players than Cardinal? And so far, the answer has been every single challenge. Yes, there are 2 better players than Cardinal.
He's very much the James Milner of the league. He's Mr. Reliable. You know, comes in, does the work, doesn't get much credit for what he does, but he's always there.
Look, I'll have my time to shine. Maybe, hopefully, like Sherry's inspired me this week.
Take it and run with it.
I mean, if
To not be
We've
crap.
all got there's challenges coming up that are some of us are going to struggle more so. There's challenges that at least one person's going to shine in. I think that game's yet to come for Cardinal.
it will come. It will come. I think. I think I'll be surprised if we can go a full season without Cardinal taking a dub here.
I do also like how we've shifted this blame from Lova, or sorry, I should say Sherry, being off 0 points, and suddenly it's now a Cardinal problem.
And now he's got double my total. I'm loving it.
It's not the total is the issue. Is how he's accumulating this total. 1 point.
All right. Yeah, right. Well, 1 point more than you this week, but let's see what happens next week.
Savage.
Roll on next week.
Absolutely.
Roll on next week. We'll see how close Cardinal is then. We'll see how close you get Cardinal. Probably not very.
See ya.
I think a chip's going to get played.
I do. Like, there's something in my bones. I feel a grudge chip coming, and I don't know how we're going to announce it. Do we announce it on the pod? Does it get announced in the admin chat? How are we? How's this getting done?
I think it
Why
can be
not
played
both?
any time, but it just gets announced. Well, on the podcast, we'll have to announce it if it happens on social media, right? But
No, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty
Play
sure
it
Love
anytime.
said to record it and then he'd put it at the end, like a Marvel extra scene.
Or
Like
even
a
at
post credits.
or even at the start, during the wee stinger at the start. You can announce it any time. That's what I said last week. The rules were you can announce it at any time. It doesn't have to be on the podcast. It can be announced at any time.
Money in
Just
the bank.
Just record a little 15-20 second call out, who you're calling out and why you're calling them out.
What worries me about that is I feel as if Sherry's going to ring me at 4 a.m, telling me that he's calling me out now, and that scares me.
Get on Call of Duty right now.
I also have a really bad feeling that if Sherry calls anyone out, it's going to be in Call of Duty.
Should it be a rule that it can't
Never
be
really
in the
thought
game
of it.
you've excelled in?
It's too late for those rule changes. They're set in stone. They're set in
Oh,
stone.
they were set in stone after week 1, and Lova decided to change that. But there we are. No, it's set in stone now.
Set in stone now.
maybe anyone listening can tell us the rules. Just let us know.
Just
No, we certainly don't. Making them up as we go, lads. Nice one. Well, we'll just do the we'll go into the wrap up now.
Yep. And that's it, lads. Episode 3 is a wrap. We have done it. We're getting these
In
out
the books.
rapidly. Episode 3, pretty soon we'll be at the half season mark if we keep this up at this rate. So we will. But as always, we're not going to tell you what the next challenge is. We're not going to tell you what the next game is. The only way to find out what the game is and what the challenge is going to be is to join us next Monday in episode 4 of High Scores, High Stakes.
Keep on
If-
watching, baby.
You tease.
If you're feeling particularly adventurous and you think you can decipher the clues of what the next challenging game is going to be, follow us on Instagram at High Scores High Stakes Podcast. Or you can follow us all individually on Twitter. I'm at Mr_Lova_Lova. Cardinal Smith is Cardinal_Smith. Mr. John Sherry is Mr. John Sherry. And Tomahawk is the Tom Houghton. Also, the podcast itself has its own account, which is pretty active. So it is. It's getting more active. It's at H Scores H Stakes. So it is. And as always, if you want to take part in polls and the Q&As that appear in Spotify's description, you can head straight on over to anchor.fm/High Scores High Stakes. And there, whilst you're there, why not leave voice messages for us and we'll get back to them at some point. We'll pick the best ones and you can ask us anything you want. We'll try to answer it. We'll try to answer your questions. It'll be good crack. So as always, this has been High Scores High Stakes. I'm Mr. Lova and I'll see you next Monday. Until then, love you all. Bye.
Ciao.
Adios.
So I think it's only fair that we recap what exactly is high stakes, high scores. Basically, what it is it's 4 mates, 4 PlayStations.
You want to try that again?
Did I get it wrong?
I think
High
so.
scores, high stakes. Yep.
Did I say high stakes, high scores?
You
You
did?
did say high stakes, high scores, yes.
I think he said rare sticks, high scores.
So it's stakes and then scores, isn't it? Or scores and
Yeah.
then stakes? High,
Scores
high
and
Score
stakes.
stakes.
Score sticks.
High scores, high stakes.
It's like it says
Have I
on the
forgotten
Discord
this?
app.
How do we not
right
even
for
know
you.
name our own podcast? It's 3 episodes deep.
And I've done all the
years.
editing. It was my idea. I named it.